What up, y'all? Check this out. And pertaining to this dirty, fat slob they call LA, whatever the fuck they call them, and this bullshit ass fight that he done had with the brother Mike Mills a couple years back, man. I just got to put it in visual form. I've been saying it for the longest, man. But this nigga is the weakest shit in the world, weakest piece of shit in the world for replaying it and acting like he did something during this so-called fight. First off, the reason why, even after it happened, I gave Mike the credit for, showing up. However, I think he OD'd by coming to the crib because somebody could legally clap you and all that type of shit. So you get an X for that, but you get a thumbs up for just being willing to show up, but not necessarily show up right there. When I showed up, I was trying to be on some down the block shit, but niggas was scared, ducking they shit. Police intervention, all types of weird shit happened during that time. He said, because that's niggas already came to the crib, and that's why when you call, niggas was already on alert. Whatever, who gives a fuck, right? And the Mike Mills talking about you were drunk when you came to the fight and everything. I don't know if you were or you're not. You weren't. I'm not gonna call you a liar. That'd be just disrespectful to say, nah, nigga, you're lying. But I mean, shit, what does drunk really mean? If you were drunk and you were still able to get there, because I went out around that area with somebody and we done went off the wrong exit like 5-6 times. Like, that shit is a little bit intricate over there. That shit, it looked kind of crazy. So for the fact that you were able to drive there, especially if you're saying you got there in the estimated time, that means you didn't get lost or you didn't veer off the wrong exit. So you were sober enough to do that even if you were drunk. That's one. And then two, I don't know, historically for me, shit, I done whipped plenty of ass when I was drunk. That's when I get wild, or when I used to get wild, because I used to drink. Fuck a fifth. I used to take down a whole liter, and then by the end of the night, I'm fucking some shit up. You feel me? This is fuck drunk. That just empowers a nigga. Most of my fights probably were during being drunk, because I don't be going around fighting motherfuckers. I don't be having problems with niggas like that. But if a nigga's on tilt or whatever, some belligerence may occur. Let's put it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what that's about. The drunk shit. Fuck being drunk or not. I don't even see how that would even be a factor. But the reason why it's not so bad, in my opinion, of what happened to you and why the LA asshole looks way worse in this situation. I've said it a few times, little posts and all that shit. Posted it on niggas' videos, niggas deleted, whatever, who cares, right? So I'm just going to do it in visual form with this video. The reason why, in my opinion, which I think is just a real human perspective, why you came out looking better is because this nigga is trying to hold on to a W that's not really there. He's trying to overdo a fucking win that was barely a win. And I'm gonna show y'all niggas what I'm talking about. Mike Mills tripped. Now, I did make a mistake as I'm analyzing this video. You're gonna see. At first, so I gotta dial it back a little bit with what I was saying. At first, I said that when Mike Mills tripped, he banged his head on the ground. Shout out to the person that put up this video or whatever. They're playing it kind of in slow motion, and you could see when Mike Mills, when he fell, he did not bang his head on the ground, fortunately, right? But I'm still going to show why it was still cheap and it was like nothing after the point of him tripping, right? So let's get into it real quick. Here we go. All right. He's going to replay it. Up. He tripping. Boom. You can see head does not bang on the ground. But even though his head didn't bang on the ground, still he tumbled. His whole equilibrium was off at that point. He practically flipped upside down. That was a tumble. That's going to throw somebody way off at that point. Because you see this nigga cock back with his left hand like that's the only hand he knows how to punch with. He's about to rock him before he has a chance to get up. And I'm not knocking that. if I ever get to catch this scared ass running ass nigga that's doing this, and this happens to him, I would give him no more type of courtesy. I will probably do worse. I mean, this is a perfect place for a knee in the face to be. Kick him in the. I'll do some old other shit. So I can't knock him for taking this cheap shot that he's about to take. No offense to Mike Mills. Like I said, I don't knock it, but that's just objectively speaking. I don't like that he did it, but just objectively, without any type of other shit, I can't knock it, because I will most definitely do the same to him. To the LA dirty nigga that is. Check it. Look, look. Boom! Now, that wasn't any type of valiant, stick your chest out in the air punch. You know what I'm saying? There's no fighting technique or whatever. He just cocked his arm back and snuffed the nigga that done already just tumbled. You see, Mike's trying to get up, and he didn't give him a chance to get up. He just rocked him. Right? And then what happens after that? Boom! And he's down. Anybody would be down, and as you see, he's already down. He's out. He's been out. Boom, and he's gonna keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. A nigga is just on the ground, and he's playing this like he's doing something, like this is some fly shit. Because don't get me wrong, I would give this man no more type of courtesy. I would definitely do the same to him. I'd probably be stomping him until he's completely neutralized forever or whatever. But what I would not do is I would not play it again and again and again and stick my chest out like I just did something. That's not doing something. Let's run it back a little bit. Look at this shit. Let's run it back over here, let's see, right? All right. Here we go. I want to run it back a little more to when the first punches were shown. This video is a little chopped up or whatever. So let's run it back. But the point is, you see, he just hit him, and Mike is still ready for more. If that left jab was supposed to be as deadly as the one they sticking in people, then that jab would be the one that would have knocked him down and had him out for the count, wouldn't it? If he really did something. Where the jab? Where the jab at? Okay. He's still standing. That's the point. I mean, this video is a little chopped up or whatever. I was looking for the one that just shows it straight all the way through. So you kind of got to decipher what's happening at what time. But let's run it back. But I mean, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. He fucking tumbled. All right, I think this is the beginning. Shit, Mike went for him. Bong. And I guess he's trying to get low. I don't know if that connected. I don't think it really connected. I'm not gonna, this ain't too important for me to really do much digging to look for the whole full straight one. So this is all you're gonna get. Nah, I'm just gonna let the shit run. Fuck it. But the point is, the first punch that he gave him, it didn't do shit to him. Just like the nigga that beat his ass in the gas station, it didn't do shit to him, and that nigga ended up whooping his ass. You feel me? So for a nigga to play this over and over and beat his chest like he really did something, you would think it would be off of actually putting him on the ground while they were vertical and knocking him out with that. That's not what knocked him out. See, look, he's still standing. He's still ready for more. What's up? And then he fucks up. Whoa. Went in. Both their footwork was terrible. And he fucking tripped. Look at him. Legs are making an L shape. Both of them. It's like their legs are lined up and shit. Look, look. Whoa. Did a little too much. Tripped. Hands wailing. Boom. On the ground. Tumble. Look at that. That's a tumble. And look. You see him trying to get up, but before he has a chance to do anything, his hands are on the ground because that's the only way he's able to get up. He needs to have his hands on the ground to be able to push himself up. So while he's doing the only thing he can do to get his ass up by pushing himself up off the ground, his hands are occupied, and that's when this dude does this. Boom! Before you get a chance to do shit. And that was it after that. 1, 2. That's not doing something valiant that's worth playing over and over. Boom. And now he's down. And of course he's going to keep wailing on him. Keep hitting them, whatever, whatever. Boom, boom. Yeah, this is not doing something. A nigga tripped, and while he's trying to get up, you're just going to pound him and knock him back down. Again, I'm not knocking it, but I would not stick my chest out over that. You know who sticks their chest out off of cheap little bullshit like that? People that are not used to winning, people that are used to losing, people that don't have shit, people that don't feel like they're winners. They could yap and run their mouth and suggest that they're the man to an audience of like 65 jabronis all they want. But the truth is they feel like shit inside. This nigga is insecure, as has been said by people that met him in person, all that type of shit. This nigga is not confident. He has no form of manliness. You could even see him when he's walking outside. You could look at the bitch nigga's posture. This nigga is not a winner. A winner is not going to play that over and over and act like they did something. I do that shit to him. I'm not showing niggas the video. I mean, probably for other reasons, but if things turned out, the aftermath turned out similar to these two folks, I'm not showing people the video. I probably wouldn't lie. I'd be like, yeah, this nigga fell, he tripped, and I took advantage, I did my thing, but I would feel like shit playing that video, because I feel like a winner. I feel like an accomplished person internally, with what I've given and contributed to the world and gotten back from the world, how people treat me, the respect that I get from different individuals. I feel like a reciprocal player in the game of prosperity, and always inching towards more and more. But I wake up feeling happy about myself. And because of that, I would not want some cheap shots that I hit a nigga when it was the equivalent of Mike having his hands handcuffed behind his back. After he tripped, his hands might as well have been handcuffed behind his back, because he was trying to get up. His hands were occupied. Dude reaches back, rocks him again. It'd been over. That's nothing to flex. When he actually threw the jab or whatever, it had a little speed to it. This shit is in slow motion. It had a little speed to it, but it did not knock Mike Mills down. Now, one can argue that Mike Mills tripped due to getting hit in the face. Okay, that's possible. I'll even say that the whole reason why he tripped was due to, you know, a rock to the grill. I'd have to analyze the shit in its full speed. I can't really do that. So I'm going to even leave room open for that. But either way you put it, the shit did not knock him out. Him tripping over his foot or whatever the fuck happened, that's what got him down, and that's what tied his hands behind his back, and that's when this nigga reached back like a bitch and rocked him a couple times, and then when he's on the ground, rocked him. And y'all couldn't see it from this video, but even after that, nigga walked off, nigga came back, rocked him in the head a few more times. Again, objectively, I ain't knocking it, because I would do a whole lot worse to this nigga or whatever, right? But I still, you know, give Mike the props for standing up and being willing to pull up. Not being willing to pull up right by the crib. Should have been like, yo, little 5 cribs down, meet me at the gas station type shit. Something like that would have been better. But, you know, the nigga still, you know, showed up and put on or whatever, right? And the nigga took cheap shots and is acting like he really did something. You feel me? And also remember, at the time, the LA dude, he was hiding his ugly bitch. He was acting like he broke up with his ugly bitch, heavily due to the other girl that was trying to get a case on her for her gun or her fake gun or whatever it is, threatening to shoot up another girl's house. Like, both of them knew that she fucked up when she did that dumb shit. So maybe a combination of this nigga being embarrassed that the bitch did that, and probably more so to get, you know, legal repercussion off of her. He acted like he broke up with her to, you know, tone shit down, yada, yada, yada. So the fact that Mike Mills went over there, he kind of like blew the cover on that. And I said that at first. I was like, oh, I give Mike Mills the win for blowing the cover on that. Even though, you know, as y'all know, this nigga, the LA dude, he is pretty slow. He's doing kind of what I do now, shows his whole window. He doesn't really like take frames and puts them there. He'll show like the whole shit like I'm doing now on his Windows computer. And you could see the weather. You could see the temperature where he was in Georgia, and it was a good 10 to 15 degrees hotter than it was in Benton Harbor, Michigan. I noticed that immediately because, you know, I was on the hunt myself, or somewhat at the time, I forget, but, you know, it was an easy giveaway. Other people were talking about the birds, yada, yada, yada. Instantly, I'm like, oh, well, why is it 64 degrees if this is wintertime? And I was like, oh, okay. That's what it is. So he is, you know, I knew what was up from jump. But Mike Mills pulled back the wizard or the fake ass wizard's curtain and really showed what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, again, only a loser is going to play a video like that again and again and again and beat his chest like he did something. Why do y'all think successful people usually have a sense of humility and humbleness to them when they're out in the public? Niggas don't want to always be like inundated in compliments and, oh, you're so great. Niggas do not want to hear that. Niggas that feel great don't want to hear that again and again. You know, we, and I'm going to say myself, we that feel like we're great, whether objectively you agree or not, I feel like I'm great. We want others to feel great. That's pretty much what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? When you feel good about yourself, you're not on this thing every day getting a kick out of putting people down and saying you don't have this, you don't have that. No, you actually want other people to share in the experience of a great feeling and confidence and all that stuff that you have about yourself. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you will kind of you may even tone your actual real self down in front of others that you could see easily are severely insecure. So that's the video. I know this shit was a little too long, but come on, man. You hit a nigga with literally or figuratively hands behind his back, acting like you did something because you need that because you're heavily insecure and you're a motherfucking bum and a piece of shit. And I'll beat your motherfucking ass and you're scared and you'll do everything you can to keep on ducking me. What happened to the nigga said in 2023, I think ever since a little after the summer, he said in 2024, the summer of 2024, his family reunion is going to be in New York City and he will be out there. I've been coordinating ever since. I started actually tapping into his shit so I could, you know, figure out what's what. The nigga never popped up.